Well, Mark, welcome to Dundee United Football Club.
Thanks.
What's it like to be here, get your foot in the door and get started?
That's fun. This is the first time here since I bought the club, and we got here on Saturday, just about an hour before the game time. So it was kind of a whirlwind, but it was a nice win. We had a great day.
What do you make of what you've seen so far? What are your initial impressions of the club?
Oh, it's everything and more than we thought. It's we've had great. We've had a great visit. We had a board of directors meeting yesterday. Met with, had an all-staff meeting. Had a club meeting with all the players and the coaches. Last night we met with the fan club, all the fan groups, and so it's been very, very busy, but been great.
I'm sure a lot of people out there are saying, why Scottish football and why Dundee United? How would you answer that?
Yeah, a lot of people have said that. Well, it didn't start out just necessarily being Scottish football. It was more European football, and we were as a whole, and kind of looking at different opportunities. That was our focus to begin with, and but Dundee United caught our eye. We spent a lot of time doing due diligence, looking at all the opportunities. The rich history is really what appealed to us here. The past success, we looked at it as an opportunity. Since they've fallen back a little bit, we could come in and make some changes and then get the team back where it belongs in the Premiership.
And there certainly have been a lot of changes. New owner, new managing director, new sporting director, even a new assistant head coach.
Yes, yeah, I'm big on putting the right people in the right places and let them do their job. I mean that group knows their jobs better than certainly I do. I won't be spending a lot of time over here. I'll try to get over here as much as I can, probably every couple of months, but we'll be very plugged into what's going on, and we expect success, and with the people that we have in place, we absolutely believe we'll get there.
And it goes without saying that the number one aim, the number one target is to get back to the Premiership.
Absolutely, and hopefully near term. We're absolutely all in to try to get it there this year. If it doesn't happen, it's not going to be the end all. But we will not be satisfied if we don't get to the Premiership near term.
I mean, you mentioned the tradition of the club. They've got a wonderful tradition. A club like this shouldn't be in the second top flight.
That's absolutely right, and that's what appealed to us. And we've the facility, the fan base, got the fan base is very excitable, and that's great. I've said a couple of times, even though even the negativity, I'll take negativity versus no interest by the fans. I like that. I like that fan engagement.
And there's a huge passion, obviously, with two clubs in the same street.
Yes, yeah, there is. And to be honest with you, I don't know much about the other club. I've certainly read about them, but we're going to focus on what we have here. I have a lot of questions of, is there going to be a possible merger? I've never met them over there. We do not have any intention whatsoever. We bought this team to be Dundee United, remain Dundee United. And that's what our focus is.
I'm sure that will come to as a relief to some Dundee United fans and indeed Dundee fans, because they're two proud clubs.
Yeah, absolutely. They are. And people say, can they exist? Can they remain viable clubs? I can't speak for them because I don't know that much about them, but we can. We know we can. We've been there before, and we know what it takes. We've spent a lot of time and money doing our due diligence. And mapping. We have a roadmap to success here, and it's getting promoted in the Premiership, and with that we're going to be fine.
So no merger. We've ruled that one out. We've kicked that one into touch. What would the chances be of maybe sharing a new stadium with Dundee? Is that something you'd be open to?
We just don't. I don't think that makes sense. Right now, one of the main assets that we bought when we bought Dundee United was Tannadice, and Tannadice is great. I mean, we did a tour yesterday and saw a little more of Tannadice than we saw the first time that we were here. But it looks for some opportunities to make some improvements here to help us in the long term. But no, this is a great place, so we will remain here.
So would that maybe be part of your plan in future years to maybe redevelop parts of Tannadice?
Well, I redevelop might be a strong word. We'll be more probably surgical in some of the things that we're going to do to improve the fan experience here. but we need more fans here on a regular basis, and in order to do that, we have to get promoted. Because I think that there are certain fans out there that say, "Hey, prove to me that you're going to put a winner on the pitch, and we'll come out and support you." So that's what we need to do.
Talking about putting a winning team on the pitch, you've had conversations with the head coach. What are your thoughts about Robbie and his hunger, his passion, his desire?
Robbie's a great guy, and the more I get to know him, the more I even like him. He's proven. I mean, he first of all, coming in, the team was not doing very good before he came in, and during his time period, he's made some improvements to the squad. The record's been much better, and he's proven. I mean, he's gotten a team promoted up into the Premiership, so he knows what it's going to take. And with some of the other people that we brought in, Mel Brannigan, that will run the business side, and Tony Ashkar, that'll be our new sporting director, who will work closely with Robbie to identify the players that we need in order to make those changes to our squad in order to get promoted. That's a really good team.
And just finally for me, one thing I'm sure the fans would be keen to find out would be what sort of budget will Robbie have to strengthen the squad? How far out are you prepared to push the boat?
Yeah, there's not a budget per se, but we're willing to spend the money that's necessary. So we're going to identify certain targets, and we're going to then take a look at them on a one-off basis and do what's necessary and spend the necessary money. And we realize that we need to spend money in order to get promoted, but this doesn't work. Our overall plan does not work if we remain in the Championship League. So we're going to make the necessary changes, and we will spend the money in order to get promoted.
Is there anything you can say about potential signing Ian Harkes? I know he's an American player. There's been rumours he's going to sign with you. Is that something that was influenced by yourself?
Yeah, no, it wasn't influenced, but I met him the other day. He's a nice young man. In fact, his grandpa grew up just 2 blocks away from here. So he's, he was a Tangerine supporter.
So just coincidental that he's a US player then?
Coincidental, I guess, maybe. He was one of the targets that we went after, but yeah, we think he can bring a lot to the club.
You mentioned fan groups earlier on. How do you intend to engage with the fan groups?
Well, we met with them last night actually, and we had a good meeting. And they've been very vocal on their displeasure with a lot of things, and it's not all bad. But we had a nice dialogue last night. It was very positive. We kind of laid out what our general plan is, and I think it was well received. But obviously they're going to be leery. They're going to want to see some results, because talk is cheap.
You've had an opportunity to see around Tannadice, meet the staff and the players. What do you see as your immediate short-term challenges here?
Well, we didn't see anything. We have not seen anything that discourages us at all. In fact, it's been a very positive visit that we've had here. The tour of the Tannadice, obviously we saw a lot of good opportunities there. Some really good things too. We've met with staff. We've met with the club. We've met with the coaches. Yesterday, that was very positive. We had a board of directors meeting yesterday that was very positive. Obviously talking to the fan group. So the people have been great. We're super excited.
And medium to long-term plans for Dundee United?
Pardon?
Medium to long-term plans for Dundee United?
Well, I'll start with short-term. Our short-term plan is to get promoted. And medium to long-term, so it's not only just getting promoted, but we need to stay promoted, and we need sustainability, and medium to long term, we want to be a top 6 Premiership, and we want to play European. We want to play in the European League, or not the European League, but the European Cup.
Okay, speaking of you today, it certainly seems very much an investment you've made in Dundee United rather than just purchasing shares.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're going to be all in on this. Yeah, definitely. We bought shares. We incurred some debt, and that we're retiring, and so we know we spent a lot of time on due diligence. We know what we were getting into. There haven't been any surprises. We've got our plan, and to success, and we're going to get there.
You've had some involvement in baseball and in hockey in America. What sort of experiences that you've learned there can you bring to Scottish football from what you've learned?
Well, I haven't been a hands-on owner in any of those clubs either. I think a few of the differences over there are the marketing side of it, the marketing side of the business. The business itself is very similar, although one of the things that appealed to us about European football is there's a lot more strategy involved. You buy players, you sell players, you transfer players, you can get promoted, you can get relegated. It's very important what position you end up with within your league. We don't have that in American sports, so we love that difference.
Just one more, Mark. So you obviously want to run Dundee United as a business. There is the popular opinion, of course, that says it's very, very difficult to make money from Scottish football. How do you plan to go about doing that? I know that's not an easy question.
No, it isn't, but so it starts by investment. It starts by putting the right people in the right places, people that know what they're doing, that have had success in the past. So that's where we started with that investment, and then invest in the team itself, the players, in order to make sure you've got the right players that can not only get us promoted, but and to play in the Premiership. So we need to start there. But we absolutely believe, based on our plan, and if we stick to our plan, that we can not only get promoted, we can stay promoted, and we can be a profitable club.